Whether you are new to journaling or just getting started with a blank notebook, it can sometimes be hard to stay consistent using your journal. This video will provide simple tips to help keep you consistent in your journaling. My name is Carsonial and I help you go from overwhelmed to organized using simple habits to stay intentionally consistent in your life, faith, and work. So what usually happens is maybe you're a seasoned journaler and you have a notebook and you just get stuck sometimes. Or perhaps you're new and you've been wanting to use a notebook and you go and you get a new blank one and it just collects dust, it stays blank. You don't know where to start because you kind of feel overwhelmed with what to put in there. Well, here is some easy tips to get you going. The first thing is just make sure that you pick a notebook that you love using. There are so many different options when it comes to notebooks. Personally, I really enjoy using the Leuchtturm 1917 or the Moleskines. I'll put some links below if you're looking for a notebook, but just make sure that you're using one that, makes you happy, that you enjoy using, that you enjoy the paper, and a pen that you like too. The second thing that you'll want to do when it comes to staying consistent journaling is make sure that you're finding a place where you can relax. A place that makes you happy, kind of your happy place. This could be your favorite coffee shop, it could be a park, it could be maybe a certain spot in your house where you feel relaxed and calm and happy. And the reason that you want to do this is because if you're trying to journal at work where there's distractions, or sitting on the couch while you're watching TV, it's probably not going to lead to a productive journaling session, because when you write in your notebook, you don't want to be distracted by the TV or your phone or work or whatever it is. So find your happy place that you enjoy going where you feel relaxed. And speaking of distractions, I don't know about you if you have the squirrel syndrome, but sometimes depending on what I'm putting, in the notebook or what I'm working on, it may not be the best idea for me to go to a coffee shop because I love watching people and sometimes it's a distraction. Other times I'm very focused on what I'm doing and I'm kind of got my blinders on and I can focus on what I'm doing and kind of tune everyone out. But if you have like severe ADD or something like that, you may not want to go to a place where there's a lot of people or distractions. I think another big misconception about journaling or using a notebook is people get in their mind that they've got to sit and do this for a long time. Well, you may only need to spend 10 or 15 minutes putting some thoughts and ideas down in your notebook. So don't let the idea of it overwhelm you. Just keep it simple. The next tip I think is one of the most important when it comes to staying consistent in your journaling, and that is put in your notebook something that is unique to you. There are a million different YouTube videos on different journaling styles and different ways to use notebooks, but find something that you can put in your notebook that is unique to you. And what do I mean by that? Well, we all have different goals. We all have different businesses or projects that we work on. You may, at this point in your life, be working on something very specific. It could be a project that you're working on, a business that you're starting, a diet that you're doing, maybe you're trying to lose weight. What I like to do personally that keeps me coming back to my journal is to have something in there that I am excited about working on. So like right now I've been doing this weight tracker because I've been trying to lose weight. So every day, I put my little line on the weight tracker and I look forward to doing that. If you're a big reader, you can track the books you're reading. If you're an artist, you can put a little drawing in your journal. If you're a business owner, you can put something about your sales. If you're doing a Bible study, you can put your Bible study notes in there. The fun thing about a notebook and a journal is you make it unique, you make it your own. But by putting something in your journal that is unique to you, there's a little element of excitement when it comes to sitting down with your notebook and updating it, putting a new entry in, or whatever it is that motivates you. Another example is maybe you have a vacation or a trip coming up. You could make a list of things that you want to do on that trip, things that you want to pack for that trip. But the idea is to just put something in your journal that will draw you to it every day and make you want to open it up and use it. In my own journey, to live intentionally consistent, which is why this channel was born, I kind of had to be honest with myself on a question, so I'm going to ask you this question. Sometimes it's easy to say, I can't find time or make time to go to the gym or sit down with my journal. But if someone came to you, like me, and asked you, did you find time today to watch TV? Did you find time today to check social media? Your answer would probably, well, yeah, I did. Well, how did you find the time to do that? Did you find time to eat? And what made me think about this is I recently read a book called Play a Bigger Game, and it was an amazingly good book. I'll put a link for that down below too. But the author was talking about working out in the book, and he was saying that when it comes to brushing your teeth, it's not like you have to motivate yourself to brush your teeth every morning and every night, or that you dread brushing your teeth. You just do it because it's part of your daily healthy routine, right? You got to brush the teeth. So what I realized, and what you may be realizing, is there are things during the day, each day, that you make time for. Sometimes it's just a priority. Sometimes it's stuff you do without even thinking about it. But if we find the time for things that aren't that important, like TV or social media, surely we can find 5 to 10 minutes a day to simply sit down with a notebook and commit a little bit of time to your personal development and growth. Now, I do have a free little guide for you if you need help getting started. If you look down below, there's a link for the pocket-sized productivity. And what this is this is a little guide that helps you use a pocket notebook to start journaling. And what this includes is you get the guide for pocket-sized productivity, you get a guide to different journaling styles, you get 150 journaling prompts. So if you're stuck about what to write or things to ask yourself for your personal development, there's 150 prompts for you in there, as well as 5 different layouts that you can use in a pocket notebook, primarily the field notes, to just help you get started and have a little help so you're not starting from scratch, basically. By the way, field notes is one of my favorite little pocket notebooks. I do have a link below that'll get you 10% off on their website. I used them so much that I became an affiliate so that I can get you a discount on your orders. And I guarantee that at the end of the month or the end of the year, you will not regret using your journal. And the reason I say that is because at the end of the month or the end of the year, you'll be able to look back through all your little notes and brainstorms and goals and trackers and whatever you put in your journal, and you'll be able to see your growth over time. And again, it just comes back to being intentionally consistent. Sometimes I get this comment, and let me know if this resonates with you. You say, I know what I need to do, I just have a hard time doing it. Setting the time aside to do it. Well, can I just say, start small. 5 minutes a day, or maybe 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening to just focus on your notebook. I mean, heck, if you have to, put your notebook in the bathroom. I know that sounds gross, but you're going to be in there for a few minutes. But at the end of the day, if you want to stay consistent with your journaling, again, just make sure, one, you have a notebook that you really enjoy using. That helps a lot. Make sure you have a happy place where you can go to work on it, somewhere where you feel calm and relaxed. And then you don't always have to copy everybody else's stuff. I mean, heck, I've even got a little mini course called the One Notebook Method, where you can track everything in your life for a whole year using one notebook. And that may be a good resource for you if you need help getting started. But again, realize, make sure that you put things in there, even if you copy my style or someone else's style, put something in there that's very unique to you. Something that excites you about using the notebook. I've tracked all kinds of different things over the years in the notebooks, even like for a while I was into day trading and I would track different stocks and things like that. I mean, whatever you're into, whatever you're interested in, whatever you're passionate about, put it in your notebook. So make today the day that you decide to make a change, to stay consistent in using your notebook. Writing things down is an extremely helpful way to achieve your goals, to track your growth, and to basically document and author your life. And remember, as always, to make a change or tomorrow will look like today. Don't forget to grab your free pocket-sized productivity. And if you did enjoy this video, check out this video next. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.